Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, my name is Michelle and I do all things makeup related. If that interests you, please do hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you are notified of every time that I post on Mondays and Thursdays. For today's video, I decided I'm going to create a new series on my channel, which I have entitled Attempt With Me. So in this series, I'm going to be following tutorials or just trying to recreate Instagram posts of beauty gurus, YouTubers, makeup artists, things like that. Ones that typically look pretty cool or look kind of out of the norm. In today's video, I will be doing a recreation, or at least an attempt to recreate a look from NikkieTutorials. I'm gonna put the look up right here. And this I found on her Instagram, but she does have a YouTube channel or a YouTube video on it. So I'm going to be mostly looking at that and following that. But you are more than welcome to follow me. If you don't have the colors or you don't have like the means to do all of this, just work with what you have. Today's look is going to be more of a pink look, but if you have more of like browns and neutrals, if you want to see if that will work, that's totally fine too. If you do follow this, please do tag me in maybe like an Instagram story or something with your look. I think it'd be really fun to see other people do the look along with me. I was going to do the like face makeup off camera, but then I decided if it's like an attempt with me, you guys probably want to do that with me. So I'm going to be starting off with some face primer, and for that today I'm going to be using this e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. And you just place this all over your face. And this just kind of acts as a barrier between your skin and your makeup. I think that's really all it does. This one is like that poreless putty one, so it's supposed to just make your pores disappear, or at least make it look like they disappeared. Alright, now that I have that done, I have a damp beauty sponge and I'm going in with this Milani Conceal and Perfect. I'm getting pretty low on it because it is one of my favorite foundations. I usually add one pump and just spread that around on one side of my face. And I used to put it over the eyes, but I think for this look, I'm gonna need a lot of concealer base on my eye, so I don't want to pile up too much stuff. One pump usually covers one side of my face pretty well, so I'll usually go in with one more pump and do the other side. I really like this foundation because it really covers up all of my redness and just leaves my skin a really nice even tone while giving it like a nice natural glow or dewy finish. You want to make sure that you're bringing it on the neck and like kind of down the neck just to make sure your skin is matching all over. Now that we have that applied, I'm going to be going in with some concealer. This is the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer, and I'll just be putting a little bit under my eye just to cover up those dark circles. And then when I'm covering these up, I will also go up onto the lid just to give it that nice base for the eyeshadow. Then I'm going to do my brows next, and for this I'm using this IT Brow Power. It's from IT Cosmetics. Go in with the brush side and I feel like Nikkie always has the perfect eyebrows, and like I don't know how she does it because I can never get mine to look like that, but I mean obviously she has more experience than I do, but they're always so perfect and so pretty, and I'm just over here like I don't even know what is on my face anymore. Moving on, I believe next is when she starts on the eye look. So for that I will be using the Morphe and Jeffree Star palette. Looks like Self-Made might be a good pink color to use. I feel like that's going to be pretty similar. I'll be going in with this Jeffree Star and Morphe brush, the JS6. It's rather fluffy, but it's still kind of small to make sure I can get it into that inner corner. One thing I like about Nikkie is she's like not afraid of color, and she will just apply it. Like she'll just go in with this, be like, yep, that's exactly what I wanted. I don't want any more color than that. Okay, so she's now just like creating the shape of it, and she's just tapping the pigment on there. And I'm going to be doing, she did one eye at a time, but I'm going to be doing both my eyes at the same time just because that's how I prefer to do it. This is a very pink color. I'm pretty sure this is going to stain. Great, and then she goes in and places it in the inner corner or the inner portion, and again just tapping. Okay, so then she goes and just takes, she doesn't add any new pigment, she just takes it and slowly in circular motions just buffs it out and blends it out so that there aren't any harsh lines. She does bring it up pretty high too. I would say it looks pretty blended out. Okay, so now that we have that kind of center section made, we're going to be using this smaller packing brush. This is the JS10. I'm going to spray it with a little bit of setting spray just so it's a little bit more stickiness for the glitter. This is a pink glittery color, but I'm just going to go in with this silver. This is Custom Rims. So I'm going to go in with that and hope that it gives the same kind of look and idea. So I'm just gonna place it right in the middle there. And I'm gonna stay in the middle for placing it and just tapping it in. And then I'll go and blend it out. Okay, and then I'm just gonna take it still with that same brush and just kind of blend the glitter elsewhere too, just so that pink is still there, but then there's still a little shimmer and a little glitter. And then she also takes the same shade and she just places it in the inner corner, which gives it this really nice glow. I wanted to start the series because I have always been so inspired by other beauty gurus and things, and they're amazing eye looks and just makeup looks in general. And I like doing makeup. It makes me feel a little calmer. It's kind of something to focus on other than anything else going on in life. So if you guys are kind of feeling the same way, definitely use this series to do your makeup however you want to do it, or try to follow, just, you know, have fun with it. We're not trying to be perfect here. I don't think I've ever been perfect with my looks on my channel, so there's no pressure there at all. Okay, now I'm gonna take that pink color again, and this is with a smaller fluffy brush. This is the JS13 brush. I'm going to go in with that same pink color, and I'm just going to put it along the lower lash line. And this one you want to blend in the outer corner just to make sure that the ends kind of line up. Then I'll be going in with the color Back, just because it's a really light pink, and I think it'll work very well as like a little transition shade on the lower lash line. So then she goes in and just finishes the eye look by putting on lashes and all that. It also looks like she does put a little bit of white eyeliner on that bottom lash line. I think she does it off camera, so I'm going to try to do it on camera if I know how to do this. Then she just magically has lashes on. So I'm gonna curl my lashes and then put some mascara on. So she also has false lashes on the top and bottom. I only have ones for the top, not the bottom, and I'm going to wait to apply those just because I don't want them getting in the way or accidentally poking myself in the eye with who knows what. So before she starts the clouds with the pink and everything, she goes in and does some contouring and bronzing. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Just my normal application. If you want to see how I apply my makeup, then, I mean, you've kind of seen that already, but I go kind of a little bit more in depth in my amateur makeup routine tutorial thing. So feel free to look at that video as well. And for this look, she used it as kind of a Valentine's Day look, so it's quite out there. I would say that the eyes definitely are good for Valentine's Day, but I don't know if adding all of this pink clouds and stuff is all that great, but we will see how it all turns out. So she uses a cream base for the whole pink look that she does, like on the nose, around underneath the eyes, and kind of on the forehead. I don't have that, so I'm going to be using this BH Cosmetics palette, and I'll probably go in with this shade here. They don't have names, at least I don't think they do. Maybe I'll go in with this shade. I'll figure out some sort of pink mixture for that. And you can, of course, always just use blush if you'd prefer that. I don't think it's super specific as to how you should do this. The last time I put this much pink on my face, I was doing my e-girl look tutorial thing, which I just find that putting a lot of blush or putting a lot of pink down in general is very forgiving. And it just kind of looks nice. Alright, so wow. This looks like I got a really bad sunburn. Well, no turning back from that. So then she goes in with like a deeper color too, to just kind of add more dimension, which I think I kind of already have just because I mixed two colors. Oh my god, this looks like I have some sort of disease. So next she just goes in with, again, I think it's like a cream, like a white cream thing to make the clouds, but I'm going to try to just go in with eyeshadow. So she kind of goes in, ooh, I'm scared, with like dots. This is not going to show up at all, is it? And I feel like she kind of makes it into a flower shape. Like the little petals. So I really don't feel like this is working all that well. Hers are so oh man, let me try something. Hers are just so defined, so I'm gonna try and mess this up by putting some liquid eyeliner in like the shape I want and then blending that out. I mean, I feel like that worked a little better. So she fast forwards through this part, but she just kind of places them all over. That's what I'm gonna try to do. I definitely feel that if this was a cream, or if I had like a white concealer or something, that this would turn out a lot better. I think it's just a little too soft with the eyeshadow, but I don't mind it. I'm just using a lot of white eyeshadow now. She does bring it up on the nose too, so let's try that a little bit. And then adding some to the forehead. I've always kind of wanted to do a Toy Story look, so I feel like this is kind of there, it's just with red instead of blue. I feel like I also just gave myself a unibrow. Alright, then she kind of tries to add contrast with some more pink, so let's see how well I can make that work. I have the white, but it doesn't show up all that great, you know? Now I just feel like I'm bringing back the pink that was already in my face that I covered up with my foundation. I do feel like this does give it a little bit more dimension. It does give it more of a pink feel to a cloudy day look. I don't know. Well, I guess now we go in with highlighter. I'm gonna use this frozen fruit pink one from Jeffree Star. Big surprise there. That's like all the highlighter I own. I don't even know if this is gonna like do anything. Will it even like bring any shine? I don't know. Should I just do it all over too? Like have fun little sparkly clouds everywhere? I think that could be fun, or just look like a mess. Well, now she does the lips, so even though this looks like a disaster, and it just still looks like I'm sick, or the eyes turned out really well. I'll be using this Jeffree Star Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the shade Romeo, and I'm just gonna place it like in the middle and then kind of buff it out. I think over that I'm going to place this shade Ryland. This is from the Shane Dawson Jeffree Star collection, and I'm just gonna place that over it like a lip gloss. Ooh, God, this smells like root beer. Alright, well that ends up being the whole completed recreation attempt with me. I hope you guys really did try to attempt it with me, or just had fun watching me suffer. I think the eye look turned out really well, you know, compared to the rest of the face. So I'm not even gonna bother to put on lashes, even though I think it would help. But this is pink clouds. No need for blush for this look. I do wish I had the creams that she used. I feel like that it just gave a lot more pigment to her face and a lot more pigment to the clouds, that she could work with them a lot better. But for me, it just didn't. The eyeliner helped for sure, but not a huge fan of this look. That was my first attempt with me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you do like it, please do comment down below with your thoughts and maybe suggestions for the next one. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel. That's all I have for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. You know, if I'm, and I really like this oh, frick. I'm going to be using clothes. Just get Brian.